I should send you, like, the footage I have where I'm, like, sign spinning so that you can edit that into your trip video. It can, like, be a cut in the middle, like, meanwhile.
Definitely in, like, the road trip. The fucking behind. Basically, it's going to be like a everything else edit. Yeah, definitely can do that for that one. The comp edit, it might not be as relevant.
Oh, are we rolling?
Yeah, but...
Oh, okay. What up, Spotify?
And YouTube.
Hey, we are here with Tacoma Parkour Collective for our podcast about parkour. Because parkour. And you're listening to Tyler.
And Jared.
We were supposed to have Caleb on the stream, but dude bro had other priorities.
Scheduling issues is what we call it in the business. Scheduling issues.
In the business.
In the business.
So, there was an awesome event in parkour this last week. You want to tell them about it a little bit? What happened?
Yeah, there was a competition. It was at Avant in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. It was the USPK Regional Finals. So the winners of this are qualified to compete in California next month. One of the guys I drove up with did make it in style. It's pretty good. Third place. Shout out to Heshi. In Coeur d'Alene, it was really beautiful. People have described Idaho to me as not beautiful, but it was like playing World of Warcraft or something. Because Spokane, it was worse than I expected, and then we crossed the river, and then just suddenly it's green again. I'm like, what? People have lied to me about Idaho. It felt like it didn't feel like our green. It felt like a different kind of green, but it was green. I was like, what? People been lying to me about Idaho. Man, you a hoe.
You were waiting to pull that one out.
That's a garden tool. You don't have to censor that. It's a garden tool.
How was the competition?
Like, how competitive was it, or just
how was it? Like, you guys made it. Did you guys see anybody you knew or recognized?
I went up there with the PK Supply guys, the Dynasty Fitness lads, and that was pretty fun. We stayed at Crete Academy in Spokane, about an hour out of Coeur d'Alene. Shout out to those guys, but I think we're gonna get to that soon. The actual competition itself went a lot better than I expected it to. Because on Friday we went to the gym first, and it was just super narrow, just really narrow. Like how can you put 12 skill challenges in this little space? But they managed it. But I think Crete could have been a little better of a choice, to be honest.
It was probably a distance thing. They wanted to get people from out in the sticks.
Yeah.
Like, Idaho probably allows people to come from, like, Montana.
Yeah, some Montanians stayed with us, so I mean they would have been fine competing at there too. But yeah, I get it. I think Caleb was the only person with no gym affiliation in the entire competition that was competing.
That's crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
Just the Tacoma boys. We
represent for the streets.
We for the streets. So yeah. How about you? It doesn't sound like you were one of the competitors, were you?
No, I didn't compete in April.
So what did you do?
I just filmed. I filmed the competition. I also filmed like the road trip, hanging out at the other gym.
Okay, awesome. When can we expect those edits?
The competition edit should be ready by the end of this week, so start of June 2025. Just so if someone's listening to this in 2 years or something, they know where to look.
Right.
Then the BTS will probably take at least another week after that.
A week?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
A week?
There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff.
I'm mad. No, I'm fine. I'm chilling. Well,
I'm not going to take my time, but it's going to take time, if that makes sense.
I get it. You got to put time in, effort.
They're both going to be like 40 minutes long.
Bro, that's wild. 40 minutes?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Oh my god. How many hours of footage did you get?
2.5.
Oh.
And most of it wasn't vlogging, so that means like a lot of it can go in pretty easily.
Okay.
I recorded a crazy Bar 360 by Gavin.
What was the gym that hosted it again?
It was Crete Academy in Spokane. It's ran by the owners.
Okay, awesome.
Tucker, Quinn, and Daniel. Shout out to them. Thanks again for hosting.
Well, I mean, it was a competition. Tensions had to be high. And parkour, like any sport, has its dangers. Did anybody get hurt?
Shout out to Tucker again. He took a crazy ribber.
A ribber?
Yep, he went for a 270 downward pre off a bar to another bar, and he just didn't calculate the distance right and landed fully arm over rib. It resulted in 3 broken ribs and a gently punctured lung. He said about a month recovery for the lung and then 6 to 8 weeks for the ribs. I talked to him this morning. Make sure I thanked him personally because I'm too shy to join in other people's thanks. So I was like, when's the good time? But I think that was it. Not a whole lot of people bailed. Noah didn't bail. He bailed a lot at Dynasty. Alex. Actually, I don't know his name. But there's someone there who bailed so many times at Dynasty didn't bail there. It's pretty nice. People were going hard. I think Tucker just got a little carried away in the moment because he's sick.
It does happen. Wishing you well, Tucker. If you're out there listening to this, we'll probably post this episode in the Seattle Jumps Discord. But what were the locals like out there? Because we're from a different side of Washington.
Pretty sweet. They're just pretty much kind of like us. The Montanians, there were some people from Montana that stayed there. They were really young, and they went to the trampoline park after they got back every single night. Well, like me, the Seattle guys, and the Crete guys would just hang out at the gym, just vibing. People would train too, obviously, but it's just crazy the difference. Like where you live changes your lifestyle. Because if you go on one of the Montanians, like that's what we call people from Montana now. We decided because we didn't know. Montanians. Congratulations. But if you go and look at it, they're posting flip content like every day, which means they're just out here, and that's why they're so into the trampoline park. But just give me a box and a rail any day. That's
yeah, we're more parkour purists, but we have more rain, I think. So flips require like balance and
it's much easier if
texture.
If the ground is firm but not too firm, but not there's like a middle ground. And for a lot of the year, our grass is mud.
Yeah. So flipping in mud is just not ideal. You get dirty. You get gross.
I don't want to talk too much about Caleb's run because hopefully we're gonna get Caleb to go on it. But I'm super proud of him.
Yeah.
He was.
How did he place?
He was racking in his head like not about speed. He was chilling about speed, but style. He was so worried about style, and he went and killed it. And everyone was stoked on him. Man, he killed it. Way better than at Dynasty Fitness, and I'm just glad he committed to doing everything because he hesitated a lot in the first competition.
Definitely.
Speed, he got 4th by 1 second, so he was 1 second. Actually, it was half a second. He was half a second away from getting 3rd. Half a second, and only the podium qualified, so he was close. So
sounds like next year our little young buck will qualify.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm going to compete next year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bro,
I also just didn't have the money. All of it.
All of it?
Yeah.
Sick.
Well,
I'm
why
about
would I
it.
not compete in skill?
We'll do it together.
That's like how I train. If I didn't do skill, that would be the weirdest thing. I'd be like, Jared's not doing skill? That's how he trains. What the heck?
Right, for real. So it sounds like we're going to have a crazy competitive season next year. I'm going to start the competitive season off with the World Science Fitting Championship.
Yeah, that's good.
And then I'm going to pivot immediately into all the parkour events.
Right. I'm gonna try. I might try to go with you to Vegas next year too, because I'm trying to get more traveling. Because that was dope. It was dope,
bro. If we go to Vegas together, it's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be I've never had there's people I want to go see, when I'm in Vegas, but there's like the last time I went solo, bro. Nobody from up here went with me. So like, if I could have somebody there and like support next year, I know that I will do so much better.
But like I said, if I have a specific reason to go, I don't mind going. I've never had a specific reason to go to Spokane, and that's why in 32 years I never went to Spokane. I finally had a reason, and it pretty much immediately went to Spokane. Shout out to the PK Supply guys at Dynasty Fitness, too, for letting me tag along with them. And Tate, especially, for basically paying for everything for me after the first day. Because, of course, everything that's fun for me always comes the week after payday. So it's like, I had to get things. Life costs money, dang it.
I am very grateful to have that weekly paycheck. It's the benefits of being a sign spinner is even on my worst weeks, I know that like I'm gonna get paid in just a few days. But still, like you have to really know your limits on that.
Yeah.
It can get real dangerous. You can blow like an essential check. Like a check that was like that's rent or a phone bill.
Right.
You could blow it on nothing.
I don't even get snacks all the time anymore. It's hard.
Gotta hit that food bank.
I've been replacing a lot of the fats I just eat regularly, like with protein lately.
I see.
I don't know if I'm leaning out because I can never tell at all. Even when I was 170, I couldn't tell.
I do actually.
But it helps with recovery a lot. It helps with recovery a lot, having higher protein, for me at least.
So, for those who don't know, I am on TikTok, and I am a TikTok shop creator. And one of the products that they sent me, I feel is like I feel like my muscles are more defined than they've ever been. And I think part of that, besides the consistency in training, I think part of that is this supplement that I've been taking from Jay Cutler Nutrition called L-carnitine 3000. And it is basically, it's something in meat that when you eat meat, it helps your body break down fat and use fat as energy. And so this is like just pure carnitine, and it helps your body break down fat to use that fat as energy. I'm not legally allowed to say that it's like a weight loss supplement or that it's going to help you lower your body fat percentage, but I feel great. I feel like I'm leaning out, and I feel like I look good.
But in your experience, it has helped you leaning out a little bit, using more of that leftover fat from like what you eat.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
I didn't have much anyway.
I used to have a crazy supplement plan. Then I met Thomas, and it was just like, oh yeah, I like relaxing sometimes.
That's funny. Well, that was basically what we had to talk about. While the competition was going on, I was just here in town. I was sign spinning. I was training.
Ooh, just kidding. Just kidding.
I was training my hardest at the park. I go to Sprinkler quite often to train and kind of prepare for the things that I want to be doing.
Yeah, but now you got to work on when you get to the places where stuff you want to be doing is, you at least find something else you want to do, so you don't walk and be like, oh no, not today, and then you're just like getting your own head, and it's like,
yeah,
still have fun. You're still allowed to have fun.
Today we did get to hit. We got to spend a couple hours jumping around at Sky Zone, and I got to do and work on I did a workout that's been on my radar. It finally did level 13 in my 15 level series.
Oh yeah, dude.
So that felt pretty good to like do that next step that I've been hesitant to take, you know?
Right, taking those steps that's the hard part sometimes.
For sure. So got to get through some barriers today and make some progress. Gonna make some more progress here too, because I'm gonna work on strength. But yeah, Anyway, so you guys will probably see us out and about. I don't know what our schedule's going to look like, but we will definitely be jumping around town. So if you guys want to get involved, send us a message somehow. You can leave comments on the Spotify episode or on YouTube, and we'll reach out to you for sure.
Also, our Instagrams are in the description too. That might be the easiest way to get any message with actual detail and like privacy. Because you could easily type something in and then for some reason like a bunch of people you don't know show up too. Oof. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But if you're trying to get us to come out and we don't, but they do, that might be a little weird. And that might put people off from doing it in the future. So maybe like, oh, want to train? And then message us on Instagram. I would recommend that. Unless you have specific plans at a specific spot. Because we're busy bees.
Busy. Also, make sure you check out our brand new merchandise line. We started it, like a week ago?
Yeah, it went live like a week and a half ago because my dumb head didn't realize it wasn't live until I downloaded the app and it was nice and big in the corner. I was like, oh, man. Whoops.
Well, yeah, so definitely check out the merchandise line. We got some coffee cups. We got shirts. Do we have shorts yet?
Not yet.
Okay. We're working on more, and every sale goes to help everybody in the parkour team. We get to do things like go on trips, and we get to train more often when you guys support us. So thank you so much. Please hit the like button, the subscribe, all that. Turn your notifications on, and we'll see you next time.
Boop, 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 bingo, bingo. YouTube extra. Mug, I'll give you the close-up of the mug. TPC, our city. Beautiful giant 20-ounce mug. Boom! Circle logo. This took 49 hours of design. It did. But if you like the mug, check it out. The line right now is circle logos. The tank has a slightly different circle logo on it, but I'm still happy with that one too.
Hell yeah!
Just my thought with the T was just something that's gonna pop a little harder. That's why it's really big. Pop. It's really big on the back.
Pop.
And I didn't think about it, but like black and yellow, it's as long as yellow's the like accent color, it pretty much goes with everything.
I mean, it makes that one song, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Wiz Khalifa, I'll roll up.
I'm gonna post this right now. We ain't even waiting. We're just uploading. Bango. I like to tango. Upload an episode. Select a file.
Let it run for a minute or two. I'll give you the literal proof that you posted it today.
Competition. Recap.
Be ready for the one with Caleb on it to be longer. The ones with guests should be longer, I'll be honest.
Definitely.
Because the one with Grizz was the best one. The one with Grizz was the best one. Well, maybe not, but it did the best. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think it was. It's pretty nice.
Published.
Having like regular people talk normally. We sound like this like the 19th podcast. Like, not like episode, but like different one we've ever did.
We're up to 9 followers on Spotify.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys. If you're on the YouTube, please follow us on Spotify. We have to get to 100 people. 100 listeners in the last 30 days to be able to make ad revenue.
The more money we get, the more the better the community gets in Tacoma and the surrounding areas. Our goal is to have is to get a gym built. We might just straight up try to, I wouldn't say copy creep, but kind of. I wouldn't say copy creep, but kind of. You know what I mean?
We're not trying to plagiarize them.
Why? We don't need to plagiarize them, but their business plan, we can. What they're doing is what we want to do. Where we own the gym, but we run it too, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've only been to 3 parkour gyms, and Crete's my favorite one. Dynasty is pretty good too. Avant Corps, it's too narrow.